Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream I am playing Sackboy, A Big Adventure. So sit back, relax, grab a bug snack, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. So I'm currently still on the Wonder Plane bonus world, and I'm going to jump into this level here called In Full Swing. But before we do that, I'm going to get my live stream up and running on my phone as always, so I can interact with my lovely viewers. And as always, I'm going to get an audio check. My lovely sorted, because every now and again my audio doesn't come out, but thankfully it is coming out now. So okay, let's get into full swing. And hello to my first and lovely viewer. How are you? And a big welcome to Green Hill Gaming to you. Hope you enjoy my live stream of Sackboy, A Big Adventure. So yeah, I'm on the Wonder Plane, and these levels, they're fairly short compared to the levels in the main worlds, because this is the bonus world, the Wonder Plane, but they're fairly difficult. Alright, so I want to be looking at 3 orbs, 4,500 to get a gold. Not too bad, actually. So you know how hard it is. Oh god, longer side scrolling levels. Great. And I keep replaying the level because I want to get a perfect run. Like, I don't want to lose life, because if you do, you won't get that perfect run. I'm ever the perfectionist. Oh Jesus. Oh god. Replay, because once again I want to get that perfect playthrough. Side scrolling levels are the worst, to be honest. The one. I swear. I need to hurry up there now. This is crazy. There's an orb in there, how do we get it? Open! Come on. What? I don't want to become one of those people, but I definitely pressed R2. So you know what, I'm just going to complete the level now, and then I'll worry about getting a perfect playthrough. Because you know, sometimes you do have to hate the game. I don't care what anyone says. I pressed R2 like. I'm always on the lookout for the orbs, like, or too much. Yeah. I can't. Really? Oh, I think I saw the orb there. I can move! Careful, oh, I didn't like to do that. Huh? So as you can see, these levels are difficult. I missed them. You know, I just kind of deliberately fall because I missed the costume piece, and you need to collect all those costume pieces to get a perfect playthrough. So there's a few conditions, like to get the perfect playthrough. You have to get gold. You have to collect all the costume pieces, and you have to get a perfect run, which means like that you can't die. You can't lose life. Oh no, but you know what? I'm just going to replay the level because, yeah. Wait. I'm always going to do this every time. So I see that I got a dislike and I see that somebody's watching me. Okay, I have 469 subs. That's all I wanted to say, really. So I know like the kind of people who dislike my content, and they're the kind of people who are obsessed with how many subs they have, and it's the reason they dislike me, because they're jealous of how many subs I have. So I'm just gonna keep reminding them how many subs I have, because I know that it annoys them. Like, it doesn't annoy me that I get a dislike, but I know that it's gonna annoy them that I have so many subs. I mean, I don't care how many subs I have. And that probably annoys them even more, to be honest. For me, it's just all about having fun and just sharing my passion of video games with the world around me, so it's quite funny, really. How many orbits I need to get? 4,500. That's actually, do you know what? This is actually one of the easiest levels on this bonus world, actually. Oddly enough. Well, I think so, yeah. I mean, obviously, I just fell to my doom there, like, but still. Alright, rather than replaying the level over and over again, I think I'll just complete it. Got to see the level and then come back and get the perfect one. Come on, mate. Did I get it? Ah. Wait, did I get the second orb? I didn't get the second orb. Two more orbs. And then around here somewhere. Oh god. Jesus, what? What? I have a funny feeling like I'm missing an orb, to be honest. Oh, I see it. But I don't know what that's. Jesus, what? Oh, come off it. Okay. Yeah, I do think I do think that it's amazing how, and I know it's one person that continues to dislike my content. I would like to know what it is that they think they're actually like achieving, because I'm not put out. Think about this now, right? You know, if you are watching, my lovely disliker, have I stopped doing what I'm doing because of you disliking my content? No, I'm still here, live streaming Sackboy, Big Adventure. So if you think that by disliking my content that I'm going to somehow stop doing what I'm doing, then you failed. If you think that disliking my content is somehow going to break my confidence and determination and motivation to do what I do, then you failed. If you think that disliking my content somehow is going to lower my sub count, then you really failed. Because I now have 469 subs. If you think that disliking my content is somehow going to take away the fact that I've got an amazing YouTube family, I would call it, with amazing people, then you failed. So what have you actually achieved? What have you actually achieved? What productivity has come from you disliking my content? Let me tell you, nothing. But you know what? I'm not going to stop you. I can't stop you from disliking my content. So go ahead. Continue to dislike my content. But ask yourself the question, what are you actually achieving? The thing with this level is, this is a very devious level, a very deceitful level. It kind of appears on the surface to be an easy enough kind of straightforward level, but it's the jumps and it's the fact that it's a side-scrolling level. It's kind of tricky. Like, you think that it's easy, but it's actually not. It's actually not. None of these levels are easy. This game has turned out to be a very long game for getting a platinum. I'm telling you. Oh, get in there and get the bloody thing. Will it? Come on. I don't like side scrolling levels at all, to be honest with you. I don't mind them if you're not actually collecting stuff. When you're collecting stuff, I hate them.
F for Fall Guys, El Boca.
Chad Middleton. I hereby announce that I will no longer be playing Fall Guys, and I'm so happy that I got Fall Guys absolutely free on PlayStation Plus, and I haven't spent a single cent on it. I will not be getting it on Nintendo Switch. Not because I'm not a fan of Fortnite, but because I know Epic Games, and I know what they're going to do to Fall Guys. They're going to introduce like paid what are they called? Like battle passes, and they're just going to pump that game with more microtransactions. There's currently microtransactions in Fall Guys, but it's not on the same level of Fortnite. Like you can play Fall Guys currently right now. Currently right now is pretty much the same thing, but you can play Fall Guys and you can actually unlock all of the skins simply by playing the game. You can be sure that once Epic Games got their hands on Fall Guys, it's going to become a thing like where you have to pay for your skin. So I'm done with Fall Guys. I haven't even played it for months and months and months anyway. Like, so it's all the one to me. Like, anyway. But nonetheless, Chad, welcome to Green Hill Gaming. How are you getting on? How did your day go? And you're very welcome to the live stream. Very welcome to my Sackboy A Big Adventure live stream. Hope you enjoy.
They'll sell your information to China, El Boca.
I laugh, Chad. I laugh when I actually hear people say stuff like that, because they're probably typing it on Facebook, and what are they going to completely ignore the fact that Facebook steals their information as well? Like, I mean, it's such a selective mindset, really, and such a hypocritical mindset, more importantly. But no, Chad, for me, I don't care too much about that, because, Chad, every app that you download now on your phone or any device is going to somehow steal your information. So that side of things doesn't bother me. It's just Epic Games that bothers me. I just know what they're going to turn that game into, and I'm not interested. No more Fall Guys for me, Chad. No more Fall Guys for me. And it's funny because I just got to know somebody there recently, and they were like, "Do you have Fall Guys?" And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "I'll give you a game sometime." Well, it looks like that's not going to be happening. I would have thought that Mediatonic Games, because that's the name of them. I would have thought that they would have been the kind of people that would have just not caved in, like, to, you know, the big Epic Games coming along saying, "Here, we buy it out there for a good price." But obviously I was wrong. So yeah, like my reasons, like my reaction. First of all, my reaction to Epic Games purchasing. It is Mediatonic, isn't it? That's the name of the developers of Fall Guys, yeah. So
I thought Devolver owned them.
I am confused now. I think they're the publisher, Chad, and I think it's Mediatonic that actually developed the game. So, like, my reaction to that and my decision not to play Fall Guys is, it's not a bland reaction like most people. Like, it's not that I'm bashing on Fortnite or hating on it. It's just, I just know that Epic Games are going to put so many microtransactions into that game, and it's just going to take away what I've actually kind of really liked about Fall Guys, and it's the fact that you can play the game to unlock the skins instead of just, you know, putting your hand in your pocket and buying the skins. I don't have time for it. And like you know yourself, Chad. What time to play games like Fall Guys? You know, I really don't. Like, I mean, you saw like what I had to do to to unlock everything in season 2, I think, whatever season it was. You saw how long that took for me to get. I've got so many games. I have so many games to get around to playing. Like Fortnite Gamer 123, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming. How are you keeping, man? How was your day went? Hope you're keeping well, and you are very welcome to my
Fortnite Gamer.
You are very welcome to my Sackboy A Big Adventure live stream. We're currently having a discussion there on today's news. That,
I'm doing good, you.
I'm glad to hear that for Fortnite Gamer 123. Glad to hear. I'm doing well as well. Thank you for asking. We're just talking there about Epic Games purchasing the developers behind Fall Guys. So Fall Guys is now owned by Epic Games. I'm maybe just expressing my what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of a word really, but I'm not happy. So I will no longer be playing Fall Guys because I know that Epic Games are just going to like plaster it with season passes and, you know, microtransactions left, right and centre, and yeah, not a fan. One of the things I liked about Fall Guys was the fact you could play that game and unlock skins without actually spending a single cent. So yeah, I'm out. And I'm so happy, again, that I haven't spent one single cent.
I bet Epic will make Fall Guys trash.
One way to put it. One way to put it, man. One way to put it. But I would put it more kind of like I'd put a bit more context into it. Like, I mean, what I would say, again, what I said was the fact that like they're just gonna do what they did with Fortnite and just plaster it with microtransactions, and that's just not my thing. I'm the kind of gamer that likes to play my games and unlock my content, and you know, that's not what you get with a game like Fortnite. But as I said, like, I haven't played Fall Guys for a while because it's just, I just think with those games you just have to be playing the one game over and over again, and that's just not my cup of tea. Like, you know, a lot of other games I have to get around to playing, so they can keep Fall Guys.
Speaking of video games, any more luck on Little Nightmares?
Oh no, I haven't played it since last night, man. But I'm doing. Oh yeah, 2 seconds out. Oh god, level is hard enough. No, I'll be going back to play that game again. So as I was saying, like I have a lot of games to get around playing. So I will return to Little Nightmares 2 and continue on with it. This part of this level is just very annoying.
I bought Konami's last Yu-Gi-Oh game yesterday. Good vids.
2 seconds. Konami's last Yu-Gi-Oh game yesterday. Ah, nice. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's nothing worse than a game where you think you've actually died and you haven't, but then you actually died. That's what I'm like. Oh, Jesus Christ. I blame Epic Games for my frustration right now in this live stream. And do you know what? They're actually
They're only
hypocrites.
focused on UGIO dual links now and the microtransactions.
More microtransactions. Here, the developers of Fall Guys are absolutely hypocrites because they came out and they said that they want to make sure that their community trusts them. They want to gain the trust of their community. And now they just completely sold themselves out to Epic Games. So, what a bunch of hypocrites.
Is Sackboy an online game?
It is indeed, yeah. It has online multiplayer. You can play with players on your friend list. AKA you can play with your friends. Or you can play with complete randoms. What the fuck is up with this thing? I know. You press R2 and it doesn't work. Like, what's the point, like? Sorry, snapping. So yeah, it has online. I will show you now. I won't start an online game, but I will show you how it works. So you simply press
I
the
can play with my friends, they play Sackboy.
Yep, and it has cross-platform play as well, which is very important. So if you own the PS4, or sorry, if you own the PS5 version, which is the version I'm playing right now, and your friends own the PS4 version, then you can play cross-platform play. And what that
Tomorrow
basically...
the Switch is 4 years old. Good vibes.
Jesus Christ, you wouldn't think it. You wouldn't think it, man. Where did the years go? Mental, isn't it? So yeah, it allows you all to play Sackboy Big Adventure online. So you simply go to the pause menu, and you go to the play online section, connect to the internet, and you can either find a game, you can host a game, you can invite a friend, and then you can turn on or off cross-platform play. So pretty robust online experience. So 4 years of the Switch. That is crazy when you think about it.
Okay, thanks, Thrive. My question was dumb.
No problem at all. That wasn't dumb. That wasn't a dumb question. Believe me, I've been asked some serious dumb questions in my live stream. You haven't come close.
Hello, it's a me, Mighty Duck, straight from the pond of Neverworld with no fatalities, lol.
What an introduction. Mighty Duck. That has got to be one of the greatest introductions to Green Hill Gaming of all time. And can I just pause for a second and just remind my lovely disliker who has disliked this live stream as well as many other live streams. You know, I asked them a question earlier, lads, and I asked them, what do they think they are achieving by disliking my content? And if they think that they're going to somehow stop all of this, stop Mighty Duck, stop Fortnite Gamer, stop Chad Middleton from dropping by my live streams, chatting to me, having banter with me, then they failed. So this is just one more thing that they have failed. So you keep disliking my content.
The 4-incher strikes again, elbow cup.
I don't think it was that person, by the way. But it's funny nonetheless, Chad. Funny nonetheless. Mighty Duck, nonetheless, welcome to Green Hill Gaming, man. How are you keeping? How has your day went? And you are very welcome to my Sackboy Big Adventure live stream. So the disliker can continue to dislike. I am not going anywhere. So again, if they think that disliking my content problem, if they think that they're going to...
I found you from looking at Little Nightmares.
Cool.
Be back once again with the Renegade Master.
Oh, what a tune. That's a good song, to be honest with you. It's classic. But if my disliker thinks that by disliking my content they're going to stop me from live streaming, then they have failed. If they think that they're going to stop all of you lovely people from joining my live stream and having a banter, then they failed. If they think they're going to somehow break my confidence and break my motivation to do live streams, then they failed. And if they think that disliking my content is going to reduce my sub number, then they've failed. So I really would love to know what this disliker thinks they are achieving. Maybe they're going for the most disliked content on YouTube. Well, congratulations, because it's about the only thing that you have and will achieve. Probably in your entire life, to be honest. I find it quite funny, just thinking of it, yeah. I can tell you one thing, it's like my content is certainly not going to make your content any better.
How long you been streaming so far, Green?
Oh, streaming since the time that I got a PlayStation 4, which I think was in like 2014. So I've been streaming for a good few years, a good, a good solid 5 years of like proper streaming, like. But my actual YouTube channel has been around since 2009, would you believe? So I've been around for quite a while. But it's only been in recent times that I've kind of taken streaming serious, and that I've been doing kind of like active live streams, like, you know, as in like regular live streams.
It's pathetic, man, and a waste of internet to keep disliking your page. I mean, why do they even bother?
As I said, Mighty Duck, what do they think they're achieving? So it is kind of pathetic, really, when you think about it, like, because, as I said, I'm still here, my channel is still here, you're still here, my subs are still here. You know, I don't know what they're actually trying to achieve, like. Maybe they just like me talking about them. You'd love to know, wouldn't you? You'd love to know like what their kind of agenda is, really, yeah. And as I said, the funniest thing about it is, like, you know, disliking my content is not going to make their content any better. And again, you couldn't make any worse either, could you? Okay, let's stop.
Do you have an Alexa?
Alexa? Was that what it was?
I'm trying this demo right now. That Damien was telling me Outriders.
Haha, nice. I actually forgot to download it, to be honest. Alexa, I don't. I still haven't downloaded it, to be honest with you. Might give it a look at it tomorrow now. Oh, no, drop down. Oh, hectic level is what this is. Very hectic level indeed. You know, if those eels weren't there, you know, I'd be having a better time on this level. There's always one thing in a level that just is the sole cause of you actually dying, like. Okay, I think that's taking a piss, to be honest. Just get the orb and we'll be all good to go. I bet it's a third orb. I know it's not. I see the finish line, but how the hell? That's interesting.
Was good crack playing game with you, Ida. I don't think we played in at least 2 years together.
I'd say so, yeah. Always good fun, right? Splatoon is always a fun
Doom
game.
Eternal made $450 million without microtransactions. Elbow Cup.
Interesting fact. Doom Eternal kind of doesn't really have, like, it has microtransactions. Well, does it? I mean, you have me confused now. Does it have microtransactions in it? No, I'm actually confused. It's really made 450 million without microtransactions. I don't understand. You know what I like about this game is the fact that see how I still have the second orb. Like when you lose a life, you still have the orbs that you collected. I think it even goes for the costume pieces as well.
Lol, well the game was €60, so that would count for a lot, lol.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm with you now. It just took me a while to figure out what that was actually about. The game's €60. Yes, that's true.
Hey Green, I'm a go, but if her still streaming, I'm be back.
No problemo at all. Fortnite Gamer 123, thank you so much for dropping by the live stream and for commenting, for being a part of the live stream, for watching. Much appreciated. And yeah, 100% man, if I'm still here, I will see you there. If not, I will see you in the next live stream. Nonetheless, man, enjoy the rest of your day.
Irish History Month, Elbow Cup.
Irish History Month. How are you getting all these facts from, man? You're just, in this live stream, man, you're just pulling facts out of every part of your body, man. It's hilarious. I love it. Switch is 4 years old tomorrow. Doom Eternal
Why
sold
else
how
would
many?
they talk about numbers if they had no microtransaction? I wonder what Nintendo would announce about Animal Crossing as that.
Had no microtransactions, the game sold. Oh, that Animal Crossing New Horizons, man, sold like hotcakes. Really did. Oh, come on. I hate this level. Well, how did I have more? Oh, it's the last thing.
I'm going to sign up for HBO Max this week. Then again, no first-party game on any console matches the sales of Nintendo games.
Sent to HBO Max, all good stuff, chat, and you can watch Mortal Kombat Reboot. I don't think it's available over here, no, unfortunately. And again, no first-party game on any console matches the sales of Nintendo games. Sorry, that was a long wasn't it? I don't know. I personally don't know. I don't know if there is a PlayStation or Xbox game that like match, you know, the sales of a Nintendo like first party game. But I do know that like such games like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and so on, and like as you pointed out, Animal Crossing New Horizons have sold like extremely well. And when I say extremely well, like talking like 15 million. But I don't know the exact, you know, like figures like compared
you
to.
can get a VPN and switch servers to watch HBO Max, but I don't know how the payment system would work.
I just couldn't be bothered. I'm aware of all those little kind of like handy kind of like hacks, as they call them, but I just couldn't be bothered, like, you know. I'll just wait for it to show up on YouTube. Oh, this level is still wrecking my head. I think when it comes to game sales, though, overall, there's not a game ever released or ever will be released that will match the sales of GTA 5. Right, I have. Where's the? Oh.
We do get home Max, but we'll get it online free like Monster Hunter, perfect quality. Was.
Hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for as well. Ah, bastards. Bastards.
You can play as your favorite woman in Monster Hunter.
Oh, Jesus, what's up with the level like?
I spawned DLC.
I don't even play the game anymore, man.
Do it for Alice lol.
No.
Johnny can play as Dawn French. Elbow cup.
That I would. I would do it for Dawn French. Ah, 400. Okay, well, at least I have 3 orbs now, so all I have to do now, seeing as I have the 3 orbs, I can just Do perfect run.
Haha.
French. After this level in is the grand, like, finale. I think it's actually called that, actually. Like, the final level of the game. The real final level. The true final level. Oh, come on. Missed one. Typical.
Is this a speed run?
A speed run? No. This is just a regular stage. Well, it's not a regular stage. It's on the bonus world. No, it's not. It's not a speed run. I'm so sharp. There is speed runs in the game though. They're called. Oh wait, no, they're not actually speed runs. No, they are. Wait, no, I'm confused. Yeah, they are. They're the knitted night trials. I'm currently stuck on the 16th and final knitted night trial, and it's really hard because it puts together every single trial all into one. So it sounds as hard as it actually is. In fact, it doesn't even sound nowhere near as hard as what it actually is, to be honest. It's 10 times harder than it sounds.
Looks very good though.
Oh, it's a great game, man. I love it. Satisfies the platformer fan in me, like, you know. Awesome.
Deep breath.
I need 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them, a lot of them. No.
I watched WandaVision on Disney Plus Marvel thing, it's so messed up.
Yeah, what is that about? It's one of those shows that everyone is talking about, but I know nothing about it. So, as soon as you saw it, can you just explain to me what it actually, just give me a quick synopsis. Never mind this thing about, oh, it's great, you have to see it. Never mind that. Never mind that. Never mind that. Just give me a quick synopsis of what it's about. And I don't want
I
to
went
hear...
in knowing nothing about it and I'm F.
And you're what?
It's based off the concept of House of M.
I don't even know what that is. Like, I am not a comic book guy, like, at all. Did I have comics as a kid? Yeah. Did I look at comics as a kid? Yeah. But like, I'm not a comic book guy, like, and I'm not hugely into it, at all into it, to be honest. Two seconds there.
Swiggity swooty, I'm coming for the bore. If I explained what it is, it spoils everything as it blew me away actually. BRB. She's gone mad with grief and creates her own world, with kids that don't exist, her dead lover, and etc. You just spoiled it, Chad lol. I'm back, guys, my throat hurter. The kids did exist, they were hers. That's for the comic, I'm not sure about the show. Okay. You should watch it, man, it's actually good. She didn't have kids in the comic, I believe. What's mad is the whole WandaVision is a show. The villain they showed is an ancient witch. But we thought she was controlling everything, when in fact episode 8 revealed there was another witch controlling most things in the town.
Lads.
Who she was.
Lads. I asked for a synopsis. Not the fucking script. Jesus Christ, would you calm down? Fucking hell. I don't even know what it's. First of all, welcome back, Fortnite Gamer 123. Great to have you back in the live stream. As I said, I'm not a big comic book guy. I asked for a synopsis, like, Jesus. I think you should watch it. It's actually good. Okay, tell me why it's actually good then. Like, it's one of those shows like where everyone talks about it, but you can't tell me jack shit about it, other than like basically tell the entire script. Jesus Christ, like, a synopsis would be nice, please. Maybe I missed a synopsis back here, did I? I watched WandaVision on Disney Plus, Marvel thing, it's so messed up. Oh God, if I explained what I pretty, no, that's irony 101 right there. If I explained what it is, it would spoil everything, and then you would go on to spoil everything.
You did miss it, lol.
Jesus Christ. She's gone mad to grief and creates her own world with kids that don't exist. Her dead lover, and etc. We just find a child and back here. No, I have no interest in watching. I don't even have Disney Plus. I'm not going to buy two streaming services. I have Netflix as it is, so I have no intention of watching it. I looked down at the chat like, and there's like 50 messages. Like, it's like they're like little grannies in a book club. I swear to God, reviewing WandaVision.
Superman and Lois looks great.
Oh God, I'm completely outnumbered here. Like, I am not a comic book guy. Like, I just find it cringy half the time, to be honest. You're all a bunch of nerds, right? Joking.
I want to get the Splatoon. Splatoon manga.
I want to get this Splatoon. Okay, there's something we can talk about. Splatoon. That would actually be unreal. There's a load of Splatoon merchandise actually in Japan because Splatoon is huge. Like in Japan, it's bigger in Japan than it's actually in any country right now. But yeah, I did hear that they did have manga right of Splatoon. I'd actually like to see that. Jesus.
Got YouTubers going mad that Nintendo and mobile gaming finished Sony in Japan. Have you seen these?
Oh, I don't have the patience. I did like, but like PlayStation's biggest market like is like Europe and America. Like that's just the way it's always been really like Nintendo have had a huge market in Japan and they always will. Like, you know, because Japan like to play handheld systems. And obviously the Switch is a handheld system. So that's why, like, no more than ever before, like Nintendo have that market in Japan. But it's always been like that. Like.
Japan still have arcades, a whole city.
Do they? Oh yeah, what's it called again? They have a kind of, don't they know? They have a, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, never mind. This level is actually doing my head in.
Did you try out the Square Enix Tactical RPG demo?
Nope, I did not yet. Oh no, wait, what? I'm getting mixed up. Dem was left, right and centre. Oh, my head's wrecked from this level. Sorry, no, lads. No, wait, what? I did. I thought I was talking to you actually about that in one of the live streams. I did try it out. It's not for me. It's like Fire Emblem. I don't like those tactical strategy games, to be honest with you. Unless it's Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, I don't like it. Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle is the only kind of like tactical strategy game that I've actually enjoyed. I don't like games like Fire Emblem. I've tried to get into Fire Emblem so many times, I just can't get into it. I'm much more into their previous game, Octopath Traveler, because that was a classic, turn-based RPG game, like turn-based combat, like classic Final Fantasy games. Whereas this new one is more like Fire Emblem than Final Fantasy. So I tried it out and I just knew that it wasn't for me. So I'm definitely going to be giving that a miss anyway, definitely. Oh, for God's sake.
I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, you should give it a go and see how you feel, but you will definitely get a very Fire Emblem feeling from it. So if you're a fan of Fire Emblem, I think you'll like it, to be honest. And I think it even takes the elements of Fire Emblem deeper, to be honest. It's all about like decision making, and those decisions really affect like the outcome of the story and what the characters do and stuff. So, but if you're not a fan of Fire Emblem, you're not going to like it, and I'm not a fan of Fire Emblem. One thing I've learned over the years is you can't force yourself to like the game. If you force yourself to like the game, you're going to have a terrible experience. Like, there will be games that you're just not going to be interested in. Like, I'm not going to buy a FIFA game anytime soon because I'm not interested in FIFA. So you can't just go out there and buy a game and force yourself to like it. It doesn't work.
That's very true.
You know what I mean? It doesn't work it doesn't work that way, Doesn't matter how much the game gets promoted and advertised and people talk about it and say, oh, this is a great game, it's coming up on the Switch. It doesn't matter. Like, if you don't like it, you can't just force yourself to
Last
like
of
it.
Us 1 do that to me after the intro, the rest bored me silly.
Last of Us 1 does that to me after the intro, the rest bored me really.
I gave it up.
Jesus. But yeah, at least you made the decision. That's actually a very good point. There, Mighty Duck, a very good point, because everyone knows that's a critically acclaimed game, right? And everyone, like, the majority of people love that game. But you played it, and it bored you, and you didn't like it. You didn't lie to yourself and force yourself to like that game just because everyone else did. So, it's kind of, it's interesting there, like. But you know you can get Ratchet and Clank on the PS4 for absolutely free right now, even if you don't have PS Plus. Like it's a full-on free game, like in every sense of the word.
You man, a lot of people fall for the hype of a game and feel they must own it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They feel like I have to own this game. Like, why? Like, why?
I
Is
had a
there
plan already.
a specific reason why you have to own that game? I mean, like, it's fucking bizarre, like, isn't it? You know, I think I'm just gonna complete the stage. No, never mind. But me, I actually enjoyed Last of Us 1. I haven't completed it yet, to be honest.
Ratchet and Clank was a PS Plus game a few years back.
Was it? That's when I get.
You enjoyed the movie of that, didn't you?
I did. I think I was like the only person in there, but I enjoyed it, and that's all that matters. I swear, I think I was literally the only person in there watching it. It was more so, but you know, it was nice though, because I had the whole cinema to myself. It was like for that hour and a half or however long, I had a personal home cinema system, an actual home cinema. Like I had. Do you know what? Years ago, when you used to watch Cribs, and they'd say like, "This is my cinema." That's what it felt like. As you know, when I get stuck on a platformer.
I remember that was early in the day you went.
Yeah, it was. I literally was the only person in the cinema. But here, when I get stuck on a really tough level on a platformer, I just become so grumpy. Like literally. Right now. I can zoom in, doesn't matter. But I just get so grumpy. So you're just going to have to bear with me with that. I apologise. It's nothing personal. I've been like that since playing my first platformer, Sonic the Hedgehog and Sega Master System. Like when I get stuck in that game, I would take your head off. Like really, I would.
It's noticeable on this stream you're coming across that way, lol.
100%. 100%. I'm glad you picked that up. And I'm glad you were honest enough to say it too, because, you know, it's good to be honest. But yeah, I've been like that for years. But it's mostly platforming games. Like I get like this. I've always been like that. But I don't want my platforming grumpiness, as I'm gonna title it now, my platforming grumpiness, to kind of what am I looking to say? I don't want that to be what my channel is known for. I thought my streams are known for. Generally speaking, I'm a pretty chill, laid back kind of person on my streams, and I like to think I'm welcoming and friendly.
It's fine, I was used to it for years, haha.
That is true. This is really a tough level, like. And then when the game doesn't work for you, then like when you're pressing the buttons and it doesn't work for you, oh, it's so frustrating. But I think we're all like this, really, like, you know. This is real passion, isn't it? Like when you're sharing your passion of video games with the world around you, this is real passion. So I think anyone who knows platforming, you know, will understand what I'm going through right now. So the one thing about my channel is it's completely raw.
I get like that a lot too.
It's completely raw and unedited. Like, you know, it's real. Yeah, this is what a platforming game does to people. You know, I am the
Mortal
living.
Kombat 2 El Boca.
Oh, Mortal Kombat as well. Mortal Kombat makes me this way as well. Yeah, definitely. But the one thing about my channel is I don't pretend, you know, I don't pretend to be a certain person or to be a certain way, you know, so I hope that comes across more than anything else. Who wants to hear a dual shock controller being smashed off a wall? Anybody? No? Okay.
Will you play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Subscribers Edition?
No. This is short answer to that
We
question.
answer the questions.
That's actually an interesting idea, actually. Well, I thought that was a kind of like a sarcastic joke there. For me, like paying €40 for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. But, no, that's actually not a bad idea. It's an interesting concept for a stream. I was gonna make use of it, like, seeing as I paid €40 for it.
No, it'd be very interactive.
It would, wouldn't it? I could just sit back and have a cup of tea and just, you know, let you play. Put my feet up.
It actually be good crack.
It would be, actually. Here, do you know the way Lent was 2 weeks ago, or whenever it was? So I'm a bit late to the party when it comes to Lent and giving things up. But I'm actually going to give up cursing and swearing on my live stream. I mean it. Like starting from right now. That's going to be tough. It means I really have to think before I open my mouth. And I picked the worst time for it, really, playing this level.
Alex.
Chad. Oh, and there is one exception. I said me.
That's a good thing. Do you remember you gave up streaming for Lent before?
Oh, there was another reason for that. I think I might have told you. There was another reason for that. That was kind of half Lent and half just another reason. But I'll tell you one thing, no, I said I will be giving up cursing. But I can't, I'm not responsible for what my viewers type in the live chat. I can't do anything about that. But yeah, I actually did go the full 40 days without streaming. It was actually a nice break. It was actually much bigger than that. It was actually much bigger than that. I actually gave up social media completely, which was you know what? It was actually a lot easier than I actually thought it was going to be. I was actually surprised by how easy it was. Because it was more of a break really than a sacrifice, you know.
You actually enjoyed your games more.
That too.
I remember you saying.
And I enjoyed other things as well. As in, I enjoyed my freedom, if you know what I mean. But you know what, looking back on it, wasn't really the worst, like.
Yep, I sure do.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the main reason why I took a break from social media. So no more cursing from Green Hill Gaming until after Lent. I know once again I'm a bit late to the party, you know, like, but better late than never. And then after Lent, I'm just going to dedicate an entire live stream to me just cursing left, right, and centre.
One more try and go to bed, you're wrecked.
No. I took the whole thing with me. No, I'm not. I'm gonna stay up all night. I'm gonna have an all-nighter. That's how you know when I'm tired, when I'm cranky. More or less. It's not how my ear is itchy.
Oh, Jesus.
What? Chad, that's not his curse. Ah, that I don't consider that a curse. No, saying Jesus. Like we're no longer oppressed by the church now. Like, you know. Yeah, there has to be some kind of exceptions, no, like where I can have some kind of words to use, like when I'm frustrated.
I'm not no for Kale at all.
Tune. I don't think I'll be able to live stream the 16th Midnight Trial until after Easter because, let me tell you, if I get to the final stage of that Midnight Trial and I fall off,
sensitivity and feelings, El Boca.
and so help me God, if I get thrown off, you're gonna hear words that haven't been heard ever.
Gemma O'Doherty lost some appeal today, or something was on news in car today. Don't know what she in court for.
And never mind her. Never mind her. I should have known better when I saw her going into someone's business and just completely harassing him. And this guy had no idea like what was going on. Like, I'm pretty sure he had no idea who she was. First of all, he didn't even know that she was calling into the shop, like to conduct like an impromptu interview, shoving a camera in front of his face. I mean, I should have known then, and I did. I did look at that and think that was completely out of line. Never mind her. But you know what I have started to say a lot lately is I don't want a label attached to me. And I won't allow a label attached to me. I'm not left wing, I'm not far left, I'm not right wing, I'm not far right wing. I'm just me. I'm just me. And whatever opinion I have on whatever situation and whatever day of the week, it will be what it is. And sometimes it might fall under the category of far left, and another time it might fall under the category of far right. But I'm not going to have a label attached to me. And that's how I feel. But I think when it comes to Gemma O'Doherty, like, I just think she is just not a nice person. Not even that though, because I mean, it's just, yeah, look, you don't walk into someone's business, shove a camera in front of their face, and start interrogating them. You know,
your labeled pronouns are he and him.
I know.
Was the pictures?
I think so, yeah, possibly. I think so. It was just really, I felt so bad for the man in the shop. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure by looking at him, like, he had no idea who she was, and I'm pretty sure he had no interest in like what she was trying to kind of achieve, you know. I think with people like Gemma O'Doherty, and it's the same too with Alex Jones, is they start out with this mission to like expose.
So she's Ireland's Alex Jones.
At this stage, yeah, pretty much at this stage, yeah. I think they start out with a mission to like, how can I put it into words? Like, just, I don't know, tell the stories that other people aren't telling. Say what's on people's minds, but they're just too scared to say. Just expose corruption and fight the good fight. They start off with goodness in their heart, but then as they go along, they just start to crumble. They become more and more paranoid that everything in their life has to be conspiracy theory. You know, they go into little and there's no milk left, and they start thinking to themselves, the dairy supplier has a thing against me. That's okay. You know, I know what's happening here. You want to serve me milk. You know, I mean, it just goes borderline insanity for these people with their level of paranoia. You know, and everything has to be linked to everything then, like, you know, it's just, And they're not really explaining it well, like, but they just lose track of what they were trying to do. You know? But I think what I've taken away from situations like it and people like her and Alex Jones is I won't allow myself to be labelled. Like if I happen to agree with her on something or disagree with her on something, I'm not going to just be like labelled. So if I agreed with her on something, I'm not going to allow anyone to label me far right. And if I disagree with her, I'm not going to have anyone label me far left. Because again, I'm just going to be me with an opinion. So I think it's very dangerous when you label people. But no, I haven't been keeping up to date with all things Gemma O'Doherty. I think what she needs to do for herself after lockdown and after things get back to normal is she needs to go on a holiday for herself, particularly somewhere in the countryside. You know, whether it's in Ireland or whether it's outside of Ireland. And she just needs to look around her and just see the world for what it actually is from the point of view of nature. And just put all of her, you know, put all of her theories aside, whether they're conspiracy theories or whether they're actual things that are happening. Just put all that aside and just take a few deep breaths and look around and see a world. And maybe just accept that
Did you hide your Switch activity low?
Did I hide my Switch activity? I don't think so. You
She needs
stalker.
to go back in the kitchen and make a sandwich, El Boca.
Chad, you can't be saying that. You're stalking my Switch, man. I don't think so. No, you don't. But that's what I think she needs to do anyway. She needs to just I don't know, play this again. She needs to just stop, basically, you know. She needs to accept that she can't change everything.
No, I wanted to see where you're online to join your game.
No, I'm only joking. She needs to just accept that, like, not everything can be changed. There is going to be corruption. There is going to be bad people doing bad things, and she is not going to be able to stop that. And the people who blindly follow her are also not going to be able to stop that. But like that shouldn't stop her from living her life. You know? It's funny really, because I've had two pretty similar experiences with watching both Alex Jones and those both experiences both led me to just stop listening and watching these people. And it's when they both harassed these people. Like Alex Jones went into this Google office somewhere and went right to the receptionist and was like very aggressively, like, you know, shouting in her face and accusing her of like all sorts, and like, you know, talking about like Google is doing this and Google is doing that and you're behind it all now, all this kind of stuff. For God's sake, she's a woman behind a desk with a job to try to put money, you know, put food on her table to provide for her family. And this guy is just there, like, you know, shouting this and shouting that. God's sake, like, I mean, maybe go face to face with the head of Google and say all this. Maybe go to the head of security of Google and say all this. But not to just a woman behind a desk who's just trying to do her job. So when I saw that
talk show, Alex Jones was anti-government and exposed a real cult.
Well, good for him. Good for him, yeah? But that doesn't give him the right to go into someone's workplace and intimidate them, you know, and be all like that. I mean, the man has lost his mind. The man has lost his mind, you know? And the same goes for Jim Doherty. That's what I was saying to start. I mean, they start off by doing these things, don't they? They start off by exposing like really bad situations and really bad people, and that's good, and fair play to them for doing that. But it doesn't give them the right to.
Right.
It doesn't give them the right to intimidate people. You know. So fuck Alex Jones. And fuck Jim Doherty. That's what I would say. Oh, well, there goes my... there goes my length anyway. Oops. I blame you, chat. It's not your fault. No, I think there needs to be a new way of thinking. Really, I think people need to distance themselves from the labels, far right, far left. Because what we're seeing now is this civil war, the beginnings of a civil war, where it's literally left wing versus right wing, well, far left and far right wing, you know, going against each other. And I think it's dangerous. I think it's very, very dangerous. I mean, any civil war is dangerous. When people fight against people, okay, it never ends well. So it's dangerous. So I think it's important now more than ever, you know, that people just stop labeling themselves and other people. Like, you shouldn't be left wing, shouldn't be far left, shouldn't be far right. You should just be you. Like, your opinions should be your opinions, and that's the way that it should be, and that's the way that it should stay. So you just have whatever opinion you want to have, and don't
Hallelujah,
be afraid.
El Boca.
Don't be afraid to have those opinions, and don't be afraid of the labels that may be attached to you for having those opinions. I mean, like, is it scientifically impossible for somebody to, let's say, disagree with the fact that there's multiple genders, but at the same time, like, agree with abortion? Because the way things are now, if you were, like, in favour of abortion, you would therefore have to be, like, no, I'll give a better example, right? If you were in favour of abortion, you're somehow by default an atheist. Why? You're somehow a Trump hater. Why? Is it scientifically impossible for somebody to be a believer of God but be in favour of abortion? Is that scientifically impossible? No, it's not scientifically impossible. It's not scientifically impossible. That can happen. So technically, you can have left-wing, so you can have far left-wing opinions and belief systems, and also share them with right-wing. That's it. And once you start living your life like that, you are a real, like, independent and free person. You don't allow labels to be attached to you. So I think that's an interesting point that we should think about. Not everything has to be labeled, you know. Not everything has to be categorized. But I really do think that now more than ever before, there seems to be such a division. Straight down the middle, far left, far right. And I actually saw this coming, like, and it's more visible now than it's ever been. Like, they're taking shots at each other, like, more and more. Like, you can see it in everything. Like, and I just think, like, if you sat these two people down, like, you know, the big crowd of left wing and the big crowd of right wing, if you actually sat two people from each side down and they actually had a conversation together, they'd probably realise that they actually have a lot in common. But just because they disagree on one or two things doesn't mean that there have to be two completely different people with two completely different mindsets. You know, doesn't mean they have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, it's almost like you have to qualify for being, you know, left wing, or qualify for being far right, if you know what I mean. Like, it's almost like, what would be the typical, like, requirements to be far left? You'd have to be an atheist. You'd have to be, like, 100%, like, you know, LGBTQ plus I, in terms of, like, you'd have to be 100%, like, let's say, like, you know, I don't know what I'm actually kind of trying to say there, like, but you'd have to be, like, maybe a member of one of that community. You'd have to, like, be completely against, you know, someone like
feminist
Donald Trump.
rights.
You'd have to be, like, all, like, you know, feminist rights, cancel Little Britain, you know, Black Lives Matters, all of that kind of stuff. You know, it's you'd almost have to be all that to qualify for far left, and then for far right, like, you know, you'd have to be like, you know, shouting, "Praise the Lord," you know, in the middle of the street, like, with a Bible in your hand, like, you know. You'd have to be, like, completely against LGBT. You'd have to be, like, you know, going face to face with, like, you know, an immigrant and saying, "They took our jobs." Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, hipster. You'd have to be all those things that, you know, qualify for far right. But I see no reason why a human being without labels can be in favour of abortion
while riding a truck.
And be, like, and be a Christian. That's what I see, and that's the reality, because there are people out there who are Christian and who are in favour of abortion. And there are people out there who are atheists and who would be against abortion. You can't just go around labelling people and thinking that you know somebody when you don't. Get to know them. Sit down, talk to them, and get to know them before you stick your little labels onto them. That's how I feel anyway. So I'm like a new age wing there. I don't have any wings. I'm gonna give myself a title and take from Sephiroth. I'm a one-winged angel. I'm one wing. I don't even know what that means. It sounds cool. No, but all joking aside, I'm me with my own opinions, my own mindset. I don't have to qualify to have like anything. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ, like. You know, it's like once these people realise, like, they have a label attached to them. It's like once these people, I sound pretty far left. No, I'm gonna pause the game now for a second. It's like it's like once this person starts to kind of acknowledge that they may be far left. Let's say like this person was going to church every Sunday and read the Bible every night, and they had a rosary bead around their neck and said their prayers every night. It's like once they realise that I think I'm far left, I have a far left mindset. Oh well, goodbye God, I don't believe in you anymore. I'm an atheist because I have to be an atheist because I'm far left now. It's like, do you know what I mean? Like, do you think how daft that sounds? But as daft as that sounds, it's probably happening right now across the world, and vice versa. Vice versa. It's almost like if somebody didn't believe in God before, and they start thinking that, oh, maybe I'm far right, is all of a sudden, yeah, there's a God. It's like, it's hilarious, and it's pathetic more than anything else, really, to be honest with you. But you just have to be you. Like you can't be anybody else, and you can't just allow yourself to be labelled. And just because you have one or two opinions that gets labelled far left and far right doesn't necessarily mean that you have to allow yourself to kind of, be in any faction or any group or anything. Just be you, be independent. The one thing I always say to myself and to other
Google
people.
moderator team deleted my comment.
What did you type? Interesting. Now Google is getting aware of my comments now, aren't they? But I swear to God, like, I mean, like, you want to talk about a conspiracy theory. You want to talk about, like, tinfoil hats and, I think the biggest conspiracy theory that's ever happened this world is dividing people into two. Into far left and far right. Like, it's literally the definition of divided. Like, you're far left and you're far right. You're divided. And putting people into these factions against each other, I think is the biggest conspiracy theory. You can talk about aliens and UFOs and demons and devil worshippers and secret societies and whatever else, but I'm telling you, the second that people out there, powerful people out there, decided to divide the world into two, probably the dangerous...
Divided we fall.
Yeah, divided we fall, exactly. That's the most dangerous thing that's ever happened this planet. And it's, in my opinion, it's more dangerous than climate change. Climate change is a slow burner. Yeah? And it's funny how people from the far left bang on about how we gotta protect our planet for future generations, but the majority of those people don't even want to have kids. So what generation are they talking about? What future generation are they talking about if they might even have a next generation themselves? Kind of ironic, like, isn't it? I mean, who would they saving the planet from? But it is a slow burner, like climate change. Whereas, like, these clashes that happen on a daily basis between the far left and the far right, human versus human, it's happening on a daily basis, and it's getting more and more aggressive, and it's getting more and more frequent. Now, that's not a slow burner, and divided we do fall, So I think people need to get more aware of that and realise that's actually something that, is dangerous. I don't wake up in the morning and fear E.T. landing and fucking me up, like, I don't go to bed at night fearing, devil worshippers or secret societies. That shit doesn't keep me up at night, but from time to time I do think about, how this world is becoming more and more divided. I mean real division. I don't mean divided as in race wars or anything like that. I mean divided in literally like this far left and far right kind of mentality, like where you know, just because we have two opposing opinions, somehow we have to be divided and labelled. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, I think we need to become more aware of that. Be careful and mind ourselves. Like, people literally, like, it's one thing to unfriend somebody on social media, but people have literally unfriended people in real life because of their political views, because of their opinions. Like, that is just insane. It really is insane, and it's dangerous. So that's an actual example of dividing people. Like, family dividing themselves from family because of them having different political opinions. That's really dangerous, like, and it's concerning.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, isn't it? Oh, look how close I was to getting a perfect run. So I'm gonna try to get gold if I can. Mightn't be able to get a perfect run, but I might be able to get it. But yeah, isn't it just crazy though? It's not how anyone could defend it though, you know, I don't know how anyone could like be like, what? Like, I mean, how could you defend that? How could you defend, like, washing your hands of your own blood of your own friends because you don't share the same political views? Lads, I've called it anyway many times. A World War III, a civil war, human versus human, us versus them, far left versus far right. I've actually said this for a long time, and it's literally happening. Take what happened in Dublin over the weekend. You had the far left clashing with the far right over the lockdown. And like, it doesn't even become, like, on the media, it doesn't even become people who feel we should be in lockdown versus people who feel we shouldn't be in lockdown. It's literally far right versus far left. It's literally like, you know, just these two people hating each other and bashing on each other. You know, it's ridiculous. Like. What?
That news wasn't mentioned overseas.
I'm surprised it wasn't, to be honest with you, chat. I'm going to replay this one more time, and then I'm going to get some much needed sleep. So, final attempt, and then I'll come back to it another time. If I have any new viewers watching the live stream right now, first of all, a big welcome to Green Hill Gaming. It's great to have you on the channel, good to have you in the live stream, and I hope you're keeping well. One thing you should know about me, as much as I love to share my passion of video games with the world around me, I also, from time to time, like to just chat with my lovely viewers about the world around me, because I like to combine elements of like my YouTube channel when I first started, and obviously like, you know, Green Hill Gaming, like where I stream video games. Because one of the first videos I actually ever made on YouTube, I spoke about how I would like kind of give my views and opinions on the world around me. So from time to time I like to do that. So just kind of be aware of that, like, and again, my opinions are my opinions, and there's two things I won't allow. I won't allow people to do to me, or allow like myself to do it. I won't allow myself to be labelled, and I won't allow anyone to label me, but I also won't be silenced. Like, my opinions will be my opinions, no matter how, you know, quote unquote controversial they may be. I will say what needs to be said, and I will say what I want to say, and that will always be the case. So yeah, if you are new to the channel, just something you might want to know about my channel. Like, I mean, I suppose basically what I'm trying to say is, if you're a snowflake, then you will melt on Green Hill Gaming. Straight out about it is what it is. And I like as well how the snowflakes have kind of adopted that term themselves, and they're now throwing that back at people who call them out. So, you know, you got people who are like offended by the Doctor character in The Simpsons because the voice actor isn't actually black. The voice actor is actually white, and he's actually voicing a black character, and these snowflakes are getting so offended. Oh, why is there a white person voicing a black character? This is so bad. You know, those are actual snowflakes. And then those same snowflakes then use that term on us when we call them out on it. I find that really hilarious. I really find that hilarious. But yeah, definitely, if you're a snowflake, this is definitely not going to be the channel. Damn those hipsters. Yeah. This is definitely not going to be a channel for you. But more than anything else, though, as much as I do like to chat about the world around me, more than anything else, it's a gaming channel, and it's me sharing my passion of video games with the world around me. I'm not going to lie, I do have a fairly foul mouth, okay? I'm not going to lie. Father Jack, eat your heart out. I do have a very foul mouth, but it is 2021. For God's sake, any TV show you watch right now, any movie you watch right now, curses left, right and centre. I mean, it is what it is. I'm definitely not the only person that curses. I'm pretty sure, like, you know, I'm pretty sure you've heard curse words before, and I'm pretty sure even if you have like young kids around, I'm pretty sure they would have heard curse words around. So I do have a foul mouth, so that's something you may want to be aware of as well. But more than anything else, again, it's me sharing my passion of video games with the world around me. I've always done that. At the very beginning, when I first played video games, I always called people over to the TV to show them what I was doing. And I'm now incorporating that onto the platform of YouTube to continue to share my passion of video games with people. But this time I can do it with the whole world. So yeah, just a couple of tunes there, like, that I wanted to kind of go over. Oh god, well, I said that was the last of 10, so I meant it, okay. World map. Oh god, I am tired. So I actually have enough dream orbs to reach. Do that later. Do that in another live stream. So I want to reiterate something before I do end the live stream, before I get some sleep. And it's, don't label yourself far left or far right, no matter what opinions you may have on life. Okay? Don't feel the need, the urge to label yourself and to categorize yourself far left and far right because of your political, opinions, because of your views on the world. You may feel the need to. You may feel like you belong in this group of people. Like, for instance, let's say now if you're in school, or if you're in college, or even in a workplace, and you feel like you fit in with these people because they all share your opinions. Don't. Fit in because you like those people, because you get on with those people, but not because they share your political opinion. Like, what if somebody ripped off someone's head right in front of you? And you're like, okay, this guy is a psycho.
Does it count if you're not a registered voter?
Does it count if you're not a registered voter? Of course, Chad. Of course. So this guy is like, I just saw this guy rip someone's head off. But then George Zoney says, Black Lives Matters. And you happen to kind of like agree with that. Like, don't just completely like ignore the fact that he ripped someone's head off because he happens to share your political fucking opinion. Do you know? So, no matter how much you want to like fit in and associate with a camp, a group of people who share your political opinions, don't. Honestly, don't feed into it. Okay, don't be left wing or right wing. Just be you. Obviously, when you get to know people, you may discuss politics and stuff, but discuss it. But it doesn't mean that you have to be labelled something. Okay, the reason I say that is because I've realised something now, more recently than ever, and there seems to be this serious like division among humans right now, and because it's not like anything else. It's not like, like if you like before, like you could be like I'm using American politics, I know, but I don't know much about American politics, to be honest with you, but it's like you could be like Republican or Democratic. It's not like years ago, those, like somebody who was a Democratic or Republican, it's not like years ago they would like completely disown each other. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the case anyway. But nowadays it does seem to be the case. And nowadays, like, people are so divided now with this like far left and far right situation. And it's just not right. Like it's not right for for family to completely distance themselves from each other because of a stupid little political opinion. Because all I would say to people is just be you. I'm sure in your heart and soul you will feel strongly, about something, whether you're in favour of it or whether you're against it. That's just human nature. It's just who you are. It's your morality. It's your standards, and it's how you feel. And there's no. You're not genetically born left wing. You're not genetically born right wing. I'm pretty sure the internet creates this kind of crap. I'm pretty sure of that. I don't even think half the time it's the actual people's mindset. I just think it's the internet, and I just think it's what they see online, what they read up online. They start thinking to themselves, yeah, I'm an atheist, yeah, and yeah, I hate Donald Trump. It's like, do you really? Or are you just like, you just feel the urge to hate Donald Trump, and you just feel like it's cool to hate Donald Trump, or you just feel like everyone else online hates Donald Trump, so I have to hate Donald Trump. So, but you're not genetically born far left or far right. You're not genetically born with these with these opinions. You develop those opinions over time, and it's how you develop those opinions that actually interests me, to be honest with you. But you have to look deep inside of you and actually ask yourself the question, is that how you really feel about that particular situation? You know? That's what you really have to kind of decide. But just don't attach a label to yourself. Okay, just don't, because it's just not going to do you any good, because you're feeding into it. You're feeding into it, but it's more than that too, though. It's more than that. It's like you just have this kind of assumption of what, somebody who's like far left is, or somebody who's like far right what they are. It's just not healthy, So anyway, that's my deep little conversation over and done with. So that's all I'm going to say. Actually, no. The last thing I'm going to say, I'm going to give special attention right now to my lovely disliker who has a mission to dislike all of my content. So,
Hallelujah, Kudvids.
So I'm asking this person the question again. What do you think you are achieving by disliking my content? I would love to know. If you think that disliking my content is going to shut down my channel, then you failed. Because you have been disliking my content now for, I would say, literally years. And here I am. So you have failed in trying to shut down my channel by disliking my content. And to kind of add to that a little bit, if you think that disliking my content would break my confidence, break my motivation to continue live streaming, then you have obviously failed, because here I am. If you think that disliking my content is somehow going
it's
to
Google's moderation team, elbow.
If it could be, if you think that disliking my could actually very well be, actually, that's actually a very good point, actually. If you think that disliking my content is going to somehow curse my channel, and Chad Middleton is going to disappear, Mighty Duck is going to disappear, and all them other lovely viewers are going to disappear, well then, once again, you have failed. And if you think that disliking my content is going to somehow reduce my sub count, then you have really failed there, because I currently stand on 469 subs. If you think that somehow disliking my content is going to erase one of my highest viewed videos of all time, with like thousands upon thousands of views and hundreds of likes, then you have failed. So the only thing you really have achieved is failure. You have achieved in failure. And just one final thing. If you think that by disliking my content, your content is somehow going to get better, you've certainly failed. But I'll tell you one thing. To give it credit, we definitely can't make it any worse than it is. So I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to thank you all for watching the live stream. Thank you for listening to my rambles, as always. Much appreciated. And just remember, you're not a label. You're a human being with a brain that's yours, a mind that's yours, and with opinions that's yours. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Good night, sleep well, and I will see you next time on Green Hill Gaming.